Alright, hello everyone. Today we'll be discussing the Afghanistan and Iraq developer diaries. So today, before we venture into the content today, that last dev diary didn't go so well. Yeah. So I'm just gonna start. So we got Afghanistan. So if we look at the tree, you can see it's quite big in this image here. So we got Afghanistan, also known as the Graveyard of Empires. It sits at the crossroad of Asia, surrounded by powerful neighbors with competing interests. In Graveyard of Empires, Afghanistan gets a brand new focus tree that offers players an array of historical and alternative paths, while grappling with the nation's unique challenges, unstable politics, external pressures, and a rugged landscape that is much more as an hospital than a defense. So yeah, we got the King Zahir path. So if you choose to keep Afghanistan historical, you would pick, I'm guessing, you'd pick this side. I don't know what's on the right side yet, but we're going to cover this. So yeah, it looks like you got expand the King's power base, which looks like you can go for like democracy or something and join the Americans. I'm not quite sure. It looks like you can declare one Xinjiang there, or you could pick the other one, which, I'm not quite sure what this is. Alright, so this part where you can declare Afghanistan as a republic, which, is the left side we talked about, part of the King's path here. So you'd expand the King's power, go down here, bring parliamentary democracy, and hold elections. So, you get unique flag. So look at that. Republic of Pashtunistan. And then you get the modernization and industry. So you get Afghanistan industry. Okay, this might be a bit better, guys. I've got it up on, the Google. So here we go. See the image there? It's not very clear, to be honest, but we're going to go further down. So here you got modernization and industry. You got expand the telegraph network, which it looks like, you can drain, swamps. You can renew Soviet trade agreements. You can probably, it looks like you get socialist coup there. Universities giving the player extra tech slots or research slots. So I'd imagine those help with, certain research speeds maybe. Got radicalized due to unemployment of graduates. Just like real life, eh? Failure to accommodate the need of the graduates or the rural population can escalate further, especially if Afghanistan's taken industrial age from the Soviet Union. So yeah, it looks like you can become communist or socialist or something here and get a Central Asian unification. So you get the communist path, which, yeah, I'm not gonna lie, guys, this looks a bit ugly. Yeah, you can take control of Soviet states in Central Asia, a new communist state in the mountainous regions. And the return of Amanullah Khan. This is the fascist path. What if Afghanistan didn't settle for neutrality? What if Amanullah Khan, the reformist monarch who was overthrown in 1929, returned to power with a vengeance? In this path, you'll work to restore his throne and rally the country around his vision. So yeah, you got a few interesting paths here. So it looks like the further down you go, you get German support, which, it's a given, I think, with these type of paths. So you got your war goals, so Iran, Iraq, I think this is friendship or something, I'm not sure what that is. Savior of the Holy Lands, so it's probably like a declaration of war on the Allies to take the Middle East or something. You can approach the Germans, attack the Soviets, attack India, and probably make a big empire. So yeah. So it looks like you got to go into a civil war to get this. That is the flag. I don't know if you can see this, but we might be able to see that later. It looks pretty interesting flag. Okay, so here you get to decide the military tradition. So you can choose a modern army, or well, what was a modern army in 1940, or use all knowledge guerrilla warfare. So I'm gonna guess these give you different buffs. For some reason, you have naval bases on this side, which I find quite funny. Since Afghanistan is obviously landlocked, I'm gonna guess this is if you get like Pakistan or Iran or something. Yeah. So this is where it ends. Afghanistan might not be the biggest player on the world stage, but its unique challenges and opportunity make it a fascinating nation in Hearthstone 4. Whether it chooses to maintain its neutrality, dive into reformist authoritarianism, or embrace radical socialism, Afghanistan offers a fresh and engaging experience for players. And there's some rad changes, apparently, from the previous dev diary. So I'm not quite sure what they've changed, and I've not covered this since I wanted to cover Afghanistan and Iraq, since they're the most interesting to me out of all the nations. Don't ask me why. It's just a personal preference. So yeah, this has changed. Peacock Prince or something. Not 100% sure, but you got the Timurid Empire, and you got expand the Silk Road. Yeah, but now here we are. We're on Iran, Iraq. Next up, we got our sights on a nation caught in a whirlwind of great power politics, a land rich in oil but plagued by instability. The United States, Iraq. With the graveyard of Empire country packs, Iraq receives a new dynamic focus tree that allows the players to shape the fate of the monarchy, navigating the shadows of military conspiracies and determining whether Iraq will bow to foreign interests. So now you got the monarchy path, which looks a bit interesting here. They haven't finished all the the focus designs, but I'm sure it'll be very interesting once they've got it done. This is just the first dev diary, so there could be changes potentially. So yeah, that's kind of what it looks like. So you got rally behind the monarchy, and then you reach out to Kurds for some reason. You can establish a caliph or a Arab federation, and be friends with the British, I'm guessing, and for some reason declare war on Spain and unite the Maghreb. I'm not sure. That's pretty crazy path. Let's go back down. Yeah, so if you choose to cozy up to London, you'll gain economic and military support in exchange for certain adjustments to your sovereignty. So I'm gonna guess you become a puppet or something, or yeah, something like that. You get your independence guaranteed at least. That looks like a pretty few good buffs there. You get guaranteed, and yeah. So you can leverage British support to expand Hashemite rule, either through the creation of Hashemite Federation that unites Iraq and Transjordan, or by pursuing an even more ambition, the restoration of the Caliphate, the Hashemite Caliphate, using British backing to lay claim to leadership of the Islamic world. So yeah, this is one of the weird gamer options, I suppose. And then you got the Coup of Bakar Siddiq. I probably pronounced that wrong. My apologies, guys. I'm British. For those of you who see reliance on Britain and as a chain rather than an opportunity, there is another path, the military coup of General Bakr Siddiq. Historically, Iraq's first modern military dictator, Siddiq represents a new direction for the country. So here you go. Looks like you can cozy up to Italy here, you declare war on the UK, join the Axis, or form an Arab League. Yeah. And this one, I'm gonna guess you... It looks like you can liberate Arabia here by sending ultimatums and things and request Syria. No idea what some of these are, but yeah. Some of them seem to be like invite your friends or just declare war on them. Yeah, so curtail pan-Arabism requires careful diplomacy and a willingness to challenge British influence while avoiding outright war until you're ready. Played correctly, Iraq can become a dominant force in the Middle East without being anyone's pawn. So you got the Golden Square coup, which happened in real life, and now it says why stop simply kicking out the British when you can have the entire Arab world on fire. So you can get radical officers inspired by fascism and Arab nationalism, overthrow the Hashemite monarchy, and transform Iraq into the spearhead of a new pan-Arab movement. So you've got, yeah, we spoke about this earlier. It's just more zoomed in. You join the Axis and things, and then you got the Black Golden Industry. So this surely can't be your industry tree, right? So you can nationalize your oil company, which that ended up with Iraq getting declared war on, or you can expand the oil, which just seems to lead to the same outcome, I guess. I don't know. You're just demanding a greater stake here, and the other one is outright taking it. So you gotta have careful relations with Britain, or yeah, every path hinges on whether you cooperate with London, cautiously distance yourself, or declare open war. Tolerate the British, and you can leverage their support for Iraq's modernization. Resist them diplomatically, Resist them diplomatically, and you may carve out an independent position without bloodshed. Deny them completely, and you have to be ready to fight. Iraq is a nation brimming with potential danger, sandwiched between great powers, blessed with vast oil reserves, and divided between competing political movements. Yeah, so it looks like here you get either the dictatorship, the Arab Empire, or the Federation, I guess. Yeah, so we're gonna have a look at some of the replies, see what the community thinks. Yeah, we didn't get too many portraits, really, did we? I don't feel like we got too much information out of this, to be honest, guys. But you know, we're gonna. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here's some portraits. So this is Mohammed Hashim Khan, and we got Amunallah Khan, and then I don't know who these other two are, to be honest. But yeah, these look like some of the portraits we're gonna get from the Paradox staff. Alright, so that's it from me, guys. This was the developer diary for Afghanistan and Iraq in the Graveyard of Empires. Hearts of 4 DLC. So if you've enjoyed it, let me know what you think down below in the comments. And yeah, that's it from me, guys. Make sure to like and subscribe if you've enjoyed this. I don't know whether I should be covering more of this type of content in the future, but yeah. So this, like I said, this was one of the dev diaries I wanted to cover the most. So here we are.